Welcome Virgo to your monthly August reading. We're going to go ahead and see what the month of August has in store for you. Just remember, if the messages that come through Virgo do not resonate with you, not to worry. It just means that this is not meant to be your reading at this time or your message at this time, and you can go ahead and look at your moon, rising and Venus signs. Right, I'm going to start off with the oracle just to get a nice core message, and then we're going to flesh everything out with the tarot. So the first card that comes through for you is psychic abilities. Now what this tells me is really it's a nice message, Virgo, in terms of your intuition being on point in the month of August. You've got your third eye activated and opened, so if you get a hunch, a gut feel, a niggling feeling about something, please trust it. This is not a time to second guess it. You, with psychic abilities coming through, it's just telling me that you're very in tuned, and those little feelings, those gut feelings, those sensations that you're getting, they're leading you down the right path. They're sending you a message, okay? We've also got peace coming in. So there's some area in your life that probably you might find a peaceful resolution. Maybe peace is going to be made if you're having a disagreement with somebody. Maybe it's just going to be a generally peaceful period. We'll try and see if we can get more information about this, but it's generally a very nice message coming in, because of course peace is always something that we want, and it's just telling you if that duck jumps out to you in a certain area of your life where there is no peace, then this is coming in saying peace is going to be absolutely found and restored in that area. So let's go ahead and see what August has in store for you. Right, so the first card we get is the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords just tells us that at this time there is something that is holding you back, okay? Now this is usually, with Eight of Swords, it's usually a mental kind of situation. So it's in your head. There's something that's going on inside you that you feel you can't move forward, you're stuck, you don't see a way out. But just remember one thing, and we are going to clarify all the cards. It is a mental situation. So it is in your head. There's always going to be a solution, and there's always going to be a way out, and we will clarify that further. Then in your obstacle position, we've got the Queen of Swords. Now the Queen of Swords energy is very, very direct, okay? Her energy, and this is going to be relevant if you're masculine or feminine. This energy is just like, she says what she means, she puts it all out there, she's not really concerned about hurting feelings. Her thing is, be direct, lay your cards on the table, and just say what you've got to say. So this could actually be maybe somebody who is causing this situation for you, okay? Maybe somebody is just being too harsh at this time, okay? Or we have it as in the obstacle position. Maybe this is something you have to tell yourself. Maybe this is like a message you have to relate to yourself, saying, okay, it's time to get out. I can't remain in this position, this stuck, floundering position. I got into it, now I must find my way out. So we will clarify that to get a better idea. Okay, so there's just, when justice comes in this position, this is like the foundation position, the position that got us to this reading. There is I feel that you're looking for justice in some area of your life. You probably feel that somebody or some situation or some organization has been unfair to you, okay, in the recent past, and you're wanting justice to be restored. And this could very, very well be why you are in this position of like not wanting to move forward. And this Queen of Swords energy could be this person that's related to it, or could be somebody maybe that you're even going to hire, okay, that's going to help you to get out of this situation, or a mentor that's going to help you to get out of this situation. You want justice, Virgo. You want justice to be restored. Okay, so in the recent past, we've got the Queen of Cups, which probably just tells me that you were very emotional about this situation, whatever it was, and you probably feel like you let your emotions get the better of you, and this is why you're in this position of not being able to move forward. And you feel like you showed your vulnerability. Maybe you You know, sometimes when we show our vulnerability, we expect somebody to react with gentleness and kindness. And if you've got the Queen of Swords on the other end, she's not going to be that, he or she is not going to act like that. So it could have been that kind of situation. You came forward, you put your case forward, whether it was with a loved one, a family member, a boss, a work colleague, and the reaction was actually quite the opposite. And this really put you in a position thinking, wow, now what do? I've really laid my cards and my heart on the table, and this is what I've got. And as you can see, they're facing away from each other. So we do get an idea there is some kind of a conflict. They can't look at each other, right? They just can't look at each other. There's definitely some kind of animosity here, and you want justice to be restored. Okay, so coming in just tells me that you're just going to have to sit with this for a little bit. You need to find a solution. You're going to be looking and finding a solution, and this solution could be anything, guys. It could be talking to somebody else, maybe reopening the situation. But this is what you're bringing in, and what you're bringing in is like you're doing a deep dive in finding the best way forward in this situation. And this is very nice, guys. Very, very nice, because we've got the Chariot coming up in the near future. So it tells me in August, and I can tell you now, this is definitely by the 3rd week of August, you're going to find a resolution. Here's your resolution to whatever this situation is, whatever this conflict, this disagreement, whatever you want to call it, this fallout is. From what I can see, by the 3rd week of August, you find a resolution. It looks like it's going to be a win-win situation, but certainly for you, you're going to feel success. You're going to feel like there's been a victory for you, and you're moving forward. You're moving away from whatever this is. Whether you move away in good terms or not good terms, it doesn't really tell me just yet. We will clarify, but it does tell me that you move away as in feeling like there's been a victory, like you got what you wanted out of the situation. So let's see more what this 8 of Swords energy is about for you, Virgo. Okay, so this 8 of Swords energy really just tells us you were trying to, with the 3 of Wands coming in, you were looking for a way of doing something a different way, okay? Or you wanted to grow something, plan something, and it was completely shut down by this Queen of Swords energy. You just came forward. It could have been with an idea. Just say you put a new idea to your boss or your colleague, completely shut down. Just say with your significant other, you were like, why don't we do like every Thursday night is date night, and every Sunday we go on a picnic? Shut down. You know, it's just like you exposed yourself, you put your cards on the table, you came up with a heartfelt suggestion, and it was completely shut down. And that really made you feel, and rightly so, like, wow, you know, that's not fair. Just handle it differently. We've got the High Priestess coming in over the Queen of Swords, and the High Priestess is very much connected to this your intuition. Virgo, trust your intuition. If you've got a feeling, the High Priestess is sitting on top of the Queen of Swords, so it just tells me you're going to get a feeling about this person and the way they're handling and managing the situation. And whatever your gut feel is about it, trust it. You're spot on. Okay? You're spot on. Let's see what justice is all about. Queen of Swords, look at that. You're going to get this. You're going to get justice with this Queen of Swords energy. Don't worry. This month, peace is going to be restored, and you're going to feel like there was a win, a success for you. Please do not worry. Justice is going to be restored in this situation, whoever or whatever this Queen of Swords energy is. Okay, it's just with the Two of Pentacles coming up, they really left you feeling like, what do you do now? You've got the Two of Pentacles here, like juggling balls, like you didn't know whether to go, which led you to this Eight of Swords energy. You didn't know whether to go backwards or forwards, when they just like shut you down like that, because you came with such good intentions, and you really thought it would be like a positive thing for both of you and this Queen of Swords energy, and it was just completely and utterly shut down. Okay, lovely, 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 lovely. 10 of Wands comes in, tells me you're really at the tail end of finding a solution to whatever this is here, guys. 10 of Wands comes in. Can you see they're carrying their harvest, which is quite a heavy load, but the homie's here, just within sight. Like I said, by the third week of August, you're going to find this resolution. Very, very nice. Right. 10 of Swords, right. So with the 10 of Swords over our over the victory card, it tells me for a lot of you guys, there might be a situation where you actually just walk away from this person. You feel like, okay, I've seen a side of them. This would probably be more like a boss or a friend, guys. I don't think this is walking away from a loved one, like a colleague, okay? But it kind of opens your eyes to like the way they dealt with the situation, and it leaves you with a little bit of an aftertaste. Just so you will be wary about this person in the future, especially like if it's somebody you can walk away from, a boss, a colleague, anything like in a work situation. If it's more like a family member or a loved one, I think you will work it out. I don't think that this is walking away so quickly, but I think you will let them know, especially with the 10 of Swords here. You will, especially family and a significant other, you're going to let them know how much they hurt you, and rightly so. I think this is part of your successful moving on, is explaining and letting them know, listen, this is not the way I like to be spoken to and dealt with. When I come forward with a nice offer, a nice gesture, a nice, it's coming from my heart, and for you to shut me down like that, I don't appreciate it. You will definitely mention it to them. Right, so what I want to do now is just pull one more card, oracle card, to see the best energy message for you to work with in August. And we've got Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. So my lovely Virgos, I can tell you now, this is happening in August. And with the 2 here, honestly, I think by even, it's telling me by the 2nd of August, things could start coming into play, start moving into motion, and you can start seeing things happening. Very, very nice. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give it the thumbs up, and I'm sending you all lots of love.